Good morning. It is what time? 6:30 a.m. on Friday, October 4th, 2019. Yeah, that's right. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up, and this is 5 more minutes. I feel surprisingly well rested today. I think what helps is getting a little extra sleep last night with the nap and then going to bed on time last night. What? Who would have ever predicted that that would have such a dramatic effect? Anyway, I've talked a little bit this week about just how at work we've had kind of some more intense than usual activity, and without going too much into the details, we were doing some tests where there's some finicky aspects to it, and it's difficult to there's some anxiety just because you really want the test to pass, but you can't be sure that it will, and yeah, so we ended up finishing, our sort of test window, so to speak, with mixed results in the sense of not having as many passes as we would have liked, but not zero, and that's better than it could have been, so it's one of those things where there's always going to be a range of possible outcomes, and we kind of got in the middle with, some bumps in the road, but those were certainly bumps that it's better to have them happen now at this stage of the process than later. So we did okay. We're definitely getting the weather starting to change here in the Boston area. It was much cooler yesterday, getting into, as I mentioned yesterday, light jacket weather, which I think is kind of my favorite. Oh no, Kimberly says, already been awake for 4 minutes and there are already sirens. That's not very long to be awake. I don't think I would be prepared for sirens yet, even as I was talking about feeling relatively well rested. I'm definitely feeling my body reacting to a couple of things, which is, the changing weather, and also I think just, a week or so of extended activity and slightly elevated stress. I can feel my body trying to decide whether it maybe wants to get sick or not, which of course is not how sick works really, but it also kind of does, right? Like, I absolutely believe, even though the strict mechanics of it are a little unclear, that your attitude really does kind of play a role into how sick you get when you're talking about ordinary things like a cold or something like that. You know what? Like you can't control it, but what you can certainly do is have an influence on the subjective quality of how you feel, right? So I can feel sort of congestion, and some of that may be allergies, some of it may be some sort of an oncoming like cold or some similar, but I'm kind of just powering through it right now. I'm not feeling too bad, just kind of rolling along. Gosh, we have lots of people joining today, relatively speaking, just compared to the average day. Hello everybody. So I'm just kind of ready for it to be Friday for sure. I think that, there was, I'm looking forward to having today be a little bit more of a relaxed day at work, and just gonna kind of take her easy and roll this week over to the finish line. That's the plan. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of hanging out. Gonna go in and do my thing today, and then come home and hang out and taking her easy, so to speak. So I think, yep, that's the plan. So I hope you all have a good Friday, and I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.